and they were stating that they were in these positions. And so when I did the search from where I am, it didn't come up as number one. And so this is the reason why I wanted to go over the search grid and what this means. If you have a local business, whether it's a dentist or a real estate office or a coach, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to be talking about specifically local search grid. You may have heard of it as heat maps, how that relates to local ranking, local businesses, and Google Business Profile. I was talking to a fellow marketer. She's a video marketer, videographer out in California, and we were Zooming. What happened was she sent me over a report, apparently from her SEO guy, that SEO person or business that they have a relationship with. This was the report, and they were stating that they were in these positions. And so when I did the search from where I am, it didn't come up as number one. The next thing I did was I showed her this map. Because she's more of a visual person, she was able to understand this. And so this is the reason why I wanted to go over the search grid and what this means. Let's say I am in this specific location, and when I type in pizza near me, there's going to be search results based on my location, what Google deems are the best pizza places near me, and the top 3 pack. The results that show up where I am located is not going to be the same if I were to go 10 miles west, east, north, south. The results that is going to be at that location is going to be different. The result that show up is a function of distance. This local search grid is showing the position of the ranking on the local search grid of the specific keyword and the location of where they are. So let's just say I was in over here. This is the location. This is the location of the business, right? And so if I were to go over here and I were to type in a certain, certain term, then this business, that is basically what this grid is analyzing, is this grid is saying, hey, you're listed number 2 on the search result. Whereas here it's listed number, you're in position 21 plus, right? So it doesn't specify. This is really helpful because it helps us analyze what to look for. As I was going back before talking with this videographer, so the question I really wanted to ask is, where are they getting these results, right? Because apparently it's wrong. And so anyway, in order for us to go into the local search grid, there's 2 things that really, I explained to you the Google local ranking, how that works, right? And the second one is, so whenever you want to, you need to know where you are in your business, right? Where you are, and in order to know where to go, right? So it's the same analogy as, like, if you're trying to rank for a specific keyword, or you are trying to rank in a specific city, you have to know where you are in order to decide where to put your effort, where to put your your money, your marketing dollars, in order for you to rank in those specific keywords and for those specific areas. And so one of the major factors that you need to know with Google Business Profile is categories, right? And so in for Google Business Profile, there are over 4,000. I think as of this time, there's over 4,000 categories. So if you have a local business, I think most local businesses, if not all, should you be utilizing Google Business Profile. With the help of this local search grid, you're able to better assess where to put your effort, which keywords to focus on. One of the best way that I wanted to show it to you is to probably look into one of our clients' local search grid and heat map. Here is her local search grid, right? So Lisa has been working with us for a couple of years. If you go to Google and then you type in, let's say, best real estate agent near, she's located in Springfield, Georgia. And so if you look through these are sponsored ads. These are local service ads here, okay, at the very top. And then here are additional more ads that are run by Google. And then, as you can see, she is number 2 here on the search. And this is from New Jersey all the way down to from Georgia. If you're doing the search near where her location is, of course, it's going to be different. In some areas might be 1, some areas might be 2. These are global searches. So we're not working with her to optimize globally. Our main focus is on local SEO. In utilizing the local search grid, you may be asking which platform, or we utilize, we have a relationship with a platform. It's called Bright Local. There are other platforms that you can actually utilize it. I think there's SEM Rush has something similar. It's called they use heat map, but it's the same concept, doing local search grid. When we look at her search grid, and this is really to help us analyze what's going on, last ran February 1st. We can run it, typically run it monthly. The search grid is basically, we can set the parameters of the search grid. This is 1 mile radius. The one spacing, one grid is 1 mile, right? So basically, if you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miles, 6 miles across, and 6 miles down. Now, looking at this, when we're doing the search for realtors, we see that she's ranking either 1, 2. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, we need to expand the reach. Our goal is to expand the reach. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably expand the spacing to maybe 3 miles and maybe add more grid. So that way I can see where, if it's turning orange or red. So that way, well, I know where to put more effort into her SEO. If we look at the other keywords, so for example, real estate agent, and I pull that result in, and I can see that it's green. So you can see right here, down here, she's ranking number 4 and number 4. Okay, and so so now we have to decide. Okay, we have to figure out can we optimize it so that she's ranking in this area. Okay, and the same for keywords here, real estate, right? For the keyword real estate, you can see here, right? Same thing. Um, and if you look at the keywords for homes for sale and houses for sale, and I know the reason why we're not ranking for those keywords is because we are not putting effort into those keywords. You get results on what you focus on. I know that we didn't focus on putting effort into optimizing for these keywords. With that said, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye now.